Hi there, it's Keith again, and welcome back to the CTS CSE 289 capstone project covering the CTS or Computer Information Technology courses. This is my final video of the three-part series that covers topics from the CTS 220 course, Advanced Hardware Software Support provided by the Durham Technical Community College. This video is dedicated to talking about portable computers. So, let's get started. Okay, so my objectives are pretty simple. I want to describe types of mobile computers, the common uses for them, and common issues that come with using one. So, it's 2016. Most of you probably already know what a mobile device is, and even own a couple. Today, there are millions of different types of mobile devices, all dedicated to an array of things. You have cell phones, laptops, gaming devices, MP3 players, the list goes on. I only have enough time to discuss the ones that apply to the CTS 220 course, though. Okay, so first we have our laptops. Some of you probably own one of these already and have a pretty good idea of what it is and what it does. But there are differences when dealing with other devices such as notebooks or netbooks or even personal digital assistants, PDAs, which now take a variety of forms. So a laptop is specifically designed to fit in your lap. But more than that, a laptop is a powerful tool that can perform the same functions of a desktop computer, but has the ability to be carried around easily. Designed to be compact, a laptop can be just as powerful as most PCs by allowing users to customize their hardware to meet their specific needs, which you should already know or at least have a good idea of after viewing one of my previous videos. So similar to laptops, there's a device called a notebook. Notebooks are usually a little more compact than a laptop in physical size. This is because they're not designed to perform a lot of the tasks you might on a laptop. Now, that's not to say that a notebook can't be used for tasks outside of word processing. I created this entire video series on my notebook using a few Microsoft applications, a webcam, and some video editing software. But essentially, a notebook will forgo some of the functionality of a laptop to remain lightweight and easily transportable. They tend to have less overall computing power. So then there is what is called a netbook. You don't typically see these called netbooks anymore, but I think it's important that you know they exist and are used a lot in the business environment. Netbooks are similar to laptops and notebooks in that they are portable and small in size, but their sole purpose is for wireless communication. Companies may issue their employees one of these to check their email or communicate over a private network. They are also used to access data off of a company's private server. These devices are typically managed by the companies directly, so that if there's an issue with one of these things going missing, or it loses connection to a network for too long, they can be remotely shut down and or have some of their functionality removed to keep some of the network safe and secure. So finally, you have your PDAs. As I mentioned before, PDAs take a variety of forms, which is true considering what the acronym stands for. Today, PDAs are generally categorized into either tablet or a mobile phone. Both devices are relatively the same, but with subtle differences like size, processing power, and memory. PDAs are usually a device that can be held in your hand, so they are ideal for work on the go or for your own personal reasons. They're great for note-taking, communication, and have internet access capabilities. But the big bonus with these, other than the internet access, is their ability to exchange data between other computers. PDAs today are so much more powerful than they were 10 years ago. Older models had quite few limitations. But before, they weren't able to make phone calls or access the internet. They couldn't exchange data over a network. PDAs in the past were widely used as a pocket calendar. Now they do just that and more. Mobile technology has such a firm grip on our lives that businesses have changed their strategies to incorporate a mobile platform. People who didn't own a regular PC before now have one just as powerful resting in their pocket. They have removed the need for a landline in your home, television, the access to a computer for email. It will be interesting to see where the future goes with this mobile technology. Now that you're aware of the common types of portable devices, I'm going to tell you about some of the uses for them. Simply put, they increase productivity in a business setting. They allow users to update Word documents or edit presentations while flying on an airplane. Today, a lot of these devices are loaded with a fast processor and provide adequate computing power that was only offered through a desktop. So Their all-in-one design reduces the need for peripherals required for a non-portable computer. Portable devices now include such things like a touchscreen that remove the need for a mouse and keyboard, a monitor for viewing, the ability to add multiple and external drives, and ports in case you want to add another monitor or webcam. Okay, so listed here are some common problems that occur with these devices. The first being all too common problem we can all agree on, the physical risks associated with mobility. We've all dropped our phones once or even 30 times, and then sometimes the device doesn't completely survive the fall. A lot of the time the screen gets cracked or the device receives irreversible water damage. Battery life is improving, but still a problem for some who doesn't always have access to a power supply. When using the web, some websites don't offer a mobile experience, and the web pages won't be loaded properly. Conflicts arise with OS incompatibility. Some devices are designed for a specific OS, so if anyone considers a particular application essential for their business, their choice of device may be limited. But finally, the biggest issue, in my opinion, is security. The fact that these devices are easily obtainable for someone with a sleight of hand makes them easy targets for the malicious. Gigabytes of data can be stored on many devices now, and if someone with a malicious intent accesses one of these, they can have a field day with the contents. The device can be lost, which is a huge security threat, not knowing if the device was acquired, and if so, then by who. If the device was issued to an employee by a company, it's not only the user's responsibility, but also the providers as well, to ensure the proper security measures are in place if an issue of that nature arises. Mobile devices have the ability to connect to networks, and if precautions aren't taken, the device can be hacked by someone listening to a given network. Another thing to consider is antivirus software or lack thereof. Most device owners don't have a form of antivirus installed on their computer, so visiting some websites or accessing some networks may make a security breach possible. It's a lot to consider, I know, but I hope I was able to teach you something here. Mobile security is real. It's a threat that hasn't been properly addressed enough, I think. So that concludes my video and my web series for the CTS 220 course. Hope that after viewing these, you've picked up a few things and that you can use later when the time comes. So I've enjoyed talking to you, and I'll see you next time.